Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast, episode 47. Um, yes, you only see me. You don't see my co-host Luke. Um, don't know if he's sleeping or busy doing stuff. That's none of my business. I know life gets in the way, and trust me, I overslept today. Um, we were supposed to be live 3:30. Here I am, 5 o'clock, and it's probably 10 o'clock his time. So, so yeah. So this is episode 47. By the title, yes, we're going to be talking about her again this week. Last week we were talking about Eva Marie of doing a question how you book her fantasy and all that, as a joke. But it actually might become reality. Might actually become reality. As she has put in her bio WWE superstar or whatever with evolution or whatever her thing is. So Eva Marie might actually return. I said last week if she returned, she needs to be a manager for somebody and just be a talking piece. Um, I hope, and this move don't make that much sense for Triple H. This wouldn't look like a Triple H type move, but who knows? I mean, maybe he sees something in her that would help the product out. I'm gonna believe in Triple H. I'm gonna believe in Triple H. Okay. Um. Firstly, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. So, in the month of December, um, people that watch my channel and everything, 55%, 55, and I'd like this number to be lower. 55% of the people that watch my channel this month so far is not subscribed and everything. Um, let's try to get that even by the end of the month. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button for me. Greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button for me if you're watching live or on demand, and I'll just continue to say it throughout the podcast while being live. Um, I was going to record it, right? I was going to record it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. Um, I don't know. I think it's because I've been live with it several times now with Luke over the last month and a half or so. So yeah, I just don't see myself going back um, with it recorded. I mean, unless it's like a podcast extra where it's something else that we're not going like we get done. Like if I got done with the podcast today and something comes out tomorrow or the next day, I'm probably going to do a video on it. So, um, but yeah, 55% not subscribed for this month. Overall, in general, since I've been on YouTube, it's been 50%. Just I want that to be lower too, but this month, 55% not subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button if you're watching and you're not subscribed, of course. But Eva Marie might actually return. Um, I honestly can't believe that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not entirely surprised. I guess just because Triple H is he's unpredictable with some of his stuff. Very unpredictable. Um, a large people did not want to interview for the Vince McMahon documentary. Um, one because some of them might. I'm guessing Jericho's one. Punk might be one. Um, just one that thinks he might actually come back into power, and they probably want to have that send off potentially in WWE. I don't know. Punk don't make no sense. I mean, unless he's thinking Triple H would actually get him back, I don't know. I thought Punk would definitely jump on that, talk about, and have an interview and talk about Vince, but he didn't. So if he didn't, I know some of these other people definitely will not. Um, so I mean, that's not really surprising, but I thought, I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch it. I heard a lot about it, but I didn't watch it. I just hope he just don't come back. That's really it. Um, Mandy Rose, she's been. This has been almost a week since she's been, basically let go, fired. And on her fan time page, that's what it's called. Not only fans, but fan time. So her own thing, she has made 500,000 since being let go a week. And her agent says she expects her to be a self-made millionaire here soon, before Christmas. Christmas is the 25th. Today is what, the 20th? 21st. Wait a minute, what is today? The 20th. That's crazy. And you know what? Look, say what you want to say about this situation, but good for her. Good for her. She's made more money, and that's one of the, that and some of the, risky stuff. That's two of the reasons why she was let go. She can't be making more money on there than she is wrestling. That's one of the main reasons. I guarantee you. But another person, it came out also that Lana, with her, she makes more money on her own page, which makes sense, than her best year, and I mean best year in WWE, which is probably a manager role, I would say, of how good she was with Rusev, Miro. It hasn't been said how much she made, but a lot of people support Mandy, like Saraya, Paige. I don't. I could see Mandy back in WWE, honestly. Look, only reason I say this is, you know, I could see it, but like if she's making that much money on her own page, why would she want to go back? Because they're going to restrict that. Like that's crazy how much money she's made since being let go. Um, Ring of Honor Final Battle, of course I didn't watch it, but it got over 25,000 buys. Um, um, so that's good for Ring of Honor. Let's be honest. That's good for Ring of Honor. Very, very much. Um, Sasha Banks, and a lot, and I should have done an extra on it, but I just waited for the podcast to do it. Sasha Banks not offered Charlotte and Becky money, saying that she might have peaked already. Sasha peaked already, and already arranged a deal where she basically is done with WWE, right? And is able to start wrestling at the beginning of the year for either New Japan, AEW, whatever promotion she wants. This is all I'm going to say about Sasha, and if this comes out to be true, where that she's peaked, that's what WWE says, or it's just a rumor. They'd be really foolish not to get Sasha back. Now, I could see this being a thing where she's doing her own thing in Japan, right? She's not the tag team partner in AEW. Because I don't see her going there. I don't see it. I see her doing things in Japan, and then bam, the night after WrestleMania, she's back on WWE TV. I could really see that. Because I don't think Triple H is going to let her go like that. I think he's going to let her do her Japan stuff that she wants to do, but I don't think she's going to let her go. Naomi now has to make a decision with Sasha doing all that. We're going to see Naomi back in WWE eventually. I mean, which Uso is she married to, Jimmy or Jay? It doesn't matter. Like, she's going to be back. She's not going to be one of those that just leaves like that. I mean, that's my opinion, but I don't think Naomi is going to. She's not going to go anywhere else. Matt Riddle. It was told that he failed a drug test. Now it might be that he has just stress from the divorce court, and it might not even be a failed drug test. But there's a lot of other reports saying that he actually did fail it. I think it's a combination of he failed it and he's got stress from this divorce court, obviously. I don't think. And it's all right. Trust me, it's all right. For him to have stress with divorce court, but if it got that far that he failed a second drug test, he just needed to tell him, "Hey, I need time off," and just because of this, the stress I've got, and all this with the court and everything, and especially from the divorce. I mean, that's a big thing to do. That's a big thing to have to handle and just overall in general deal with. So he should, like I said last week, and both of us said, me and Luke, he should have already just took a break and everything before it got out of hand. AEW got big morale in the locker room recently. Seems like they're back to their old ways in the locker room, and that's because probably not having Punk there. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with CM Punk because one, he's still under contract. Like, why is he still under contract? Well, one, Tony Khan is probably not going to want him to be at WrestleMania or Rumble, anything, if Triple H would go that route. And I don't know, because I don't know how his injury is or not, but if after WrestleMania he's not released or has a buyout, then Tony Khan's really thinking about bringing him back. Would that mess up the morale in the locker room? Probably. Would it be more viewership to the AEW just overall? Oh yeah, it would be. And that's what Tony Khan probably sees, but I don't know. Bayley and Alexa, when they had their match to being the number one contender and all that, Bayley had a stream up and was talking about their match and how something happened. They got disoriented and they just could not get back together. That this happens a good bit and everything, and I understand that by a lot. I understand that honestly, I really do. It makes sense because I mean I didn't watch it, but I saw a lot of people saying, "Man, I don't know the match," but they just did not look in sync. It happens. Goldberg's contract to run out at the end of the year. Now, to me, Triple H is not one of those to keep legends like this. Now, Brock, I understand Brock because he can actually still go. He is he still looks like in his prime. Um, I would not be surprised if he resigned Goldberg for one more match, which would be probably WrestleMania or something for one of the nights, and him have one last go. I could see it, just because it'd be well his final send off. I could see it, but after that, let's let Goldberg be in retirement all the way, and let's not see him back. Chris Masters has been really rumored and like teasing he's going to be back in the Royal Rumble. It'd be nice to see him back at least for a Royal Rumble return. Um, I think that would be nice for him and everything. And the way he's really dealt with his body and just gotten how he is, I think he deserves it. Big time, big time. All right, so this is where I'm gonna cut with the new with my topics for a minute and talk about Raw, a Raw recap. So to start off, we had Roman with a big message to Kevin Owens and John Cena, and then the entire locker room. So the Bloodline just absolutely attacked a lot of people, on Raw. And I've seen a lot of people say it was one of the best Raws. And guess what? Normally I would record Raw, and I really forgot to. So I was not able to watch it and everything. So after that, Solo attacked Mustafa Ali. Then we had the Street Profits versus Judgment Day. I like how they have like different random matches just to freshen up things. And then while during the match, went to the backstage and they had the cameras and everything. This is like somewhat what like NWO would have done and all that and stuff. So this was pretty cool. They attacked Elias backstage during the Street Profits and Judgment Day. Then they attacked Ziggler. I think it was Cedric and then Shelton Benjamin. Very ironic that it was Shelton and Cedric also. So they show them on TV, and a little right after, MVP teased the Hurt Business coming back, basically. So then we have Alexa Bliss and Bianca Belair's segment. And this was one of the best segments on the show. This was really good. I watched it and I was like, okay, this was really good by them. This saved what they did last week. What they did last week with Alexa and Bianca was like, how is Bianca going to stay in this Sister Abigail for that long without saying, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, get off me. But this was very, very, very good. And towards the end, Alexa saying, I was in depression and everything. Y'all helped me. I said I got myself better and everything. And don't forget, I was winning championships way before you were and everything. I will tell you this. They have put themselves in a big, big little wall. Triple H has. Because the way heel Alexa is going to be, how is she going to lose? How is she going to lose to Bianca? Because I don't think Bianca needs to lose yet. That should be WrestleMania with Rhea. And talking about that, they got two matches set on the first Raw. Next week on Raw is supposed to be like the best of 2022 on Raw. So it's not even going to be a real episode. I understand that because I think they're, what are they doing? I can't remember, something about they're going overseas. What is it? Nonetheless, that's why they're not really doing a Raw. And SmackDown will be taped this week, so I wouldn't expect the shows to be uh, like that very good, I guess. But as you can tell in the picture, I had to do this. I did the screenshot, and this is the thumbnail. So Alexa's saying, look, like you remember, um, dang, I got this worded. I said, look, you remember, who I am, blah blah blah, and all that, and I can win that title and ever, and then basically, Bianca said, all right, then take it then, and they just look at each other and all that, and Byron Saxton says, all right, well, thank you for your time and everything, and greatly appreciate um, I appreciate, y'all being here, blah, blah, blah. And they both say thank you. While he's saying this, the Wyatt thing pops up. Then you see Alexa's right hand just quickly go over to the vase, slowly but surely. Bianca gets up, and Alexa absolutely hits the hell out of her in the back of her head. This was really, really good. This was really, really good. Whoever was a part of this segment that wrote this up, they need a little raise or a little vacation or something. They need something extra. This was really good. So the title matches, you got Alexa and Bianca on the first Raw, and you got Austin Theory and Seth Rollins U.S. title. It'll be interesting to see how they do this. I don't know how they will, with how they win and all that, because you got Royal Rumble coming up. Like, I don't know. What they might actually do is, how the U.S. and Intercontinental one has been on the show and then the other. They might do that, and Gunther will be defending his title. I don't know. Returning Bronson Reed. Now, a lot of people is like, oh my gosh, I didn't really like him in NXT, blah, 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 blah. Shut up. I didn't watch NXT. He has a very good look, and I think this was a big priority for Triple H to definitely get him back. He helps The Miz win the ladder match and all that. People's like, oh my God, The Miz has someone else. I think this is going to work. It's going to be a short top thing. I think just getting him with the crowd and getting him with The Miz is going to help him a lot. So I don't think it's going to be he's not going to be with The Miz for a long time. I don't know how long, but not like forever. Austin Theory and Seth Rollins promo. This was a very good promo going back and forth. Austin Theory said, you've been, in that mountain peak and everything. I'm trying to get there in Mount Everest, and you stayed there for so long and everything, but now, you hit, that you realize, you hit that wall and everything, and then you realize you're just the third most successful Shield member. That was a great line. I don't care what Seth said after that. When he said that, you hear that interview with Rollins with Errol Hawani, and he basically, that's what Austin Theory took it from that right there and just said that that was fantastic. I know that had to hit Seth in the spot, had to have. Um, um, and this was really good. And then they were about to fight or something. Here comes the Usos again. He said, "Oh, we got some trouble right here." So they, for a second, was like, "Okay," Theory said, "Okay, I'm out of here." Um, and I don't know how it happened, but I think KO came out. So they said, "Okay, let's just fight tonight." So we got KO and Rollins versus the Usos. Becky Lynch and Bailey. I'm mad I didn't get to. This is one of the reasons why I'm mad I didn't record. I heard they had a fantastic match. Bailey ended up beating Becky. So the rivalry will continue. I'm really, really glad Bailey got the win here. It made her look good for once. And maybe they're finally getting to where they're going to try to make her look good. I don't know. I still would say she needs to go to SmackDown with Damage Control. Go to SmackDown. I think that's the main show she needs to be on. Then we had Rollins and KO versus the Usos. Usos with a loss here. A lot of people, said something about them losing a good bit, but I kind of understand it here. Excuse me. So towards the end, after the match, Sami Zayn KO had a stare down, another stare down. This is going to be key 2 weeks from now, or a week and a half now. Cena, KO versus Reigns and Zayn. That is where it's just going to go downhill from there. Can't wait to see that. Dang. Going to be one of those moments when it happens. It's going to happen. Like, it's just one of those big things. But that's the Raw recap. Talking about it and everything. The question I normally would have, I'm going to wait till next week because, Luke will be back, hopefully, next week. So I'm going to wait on that. So back to the topics. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. So this is probably going to be, because I'm by myself, it ain't going to be as long as podcasting it normally would be. Balor and Edge to be in Hell in a Cell for Royal Rumble. I guess this is what they meant of Hell in a Cell will be back at Royal Rumble potentially. At first, it was Edge was supposed to come back at Elimination Chamber. Well, you can't do that. Elimination Chamber is after the Royal Rumble. So I would expect him to return early January and have that, because him and Judgment Day is not over yet. So this should be the nail in the coffin right here, Royal Rumble. And it would actually make sense for them to be in Hell in a Cell. So it actually makes sense. Triple H is underwhelmed with some of the returns. Hit Roll, yeah, underwhelmed. I don't think Emma should be one because they haven't really had a big thing for her. But I get it. I mean, I get it being underwhelmed with some of them. I get it. Hit Roll hasn't really done that much, but they got a tag team championship match on SmackDown. This is probably going to be their moment to see if they're going to be, a contender in the tag team division in the future. If they don't perform good in this match with the Usos, which the Usos can almost have a good match with literally anybody. If they can't, Might be bad. Might be really bad. It might be one of those signings you look back and you're like, not good. Not really that good. Um, Last three topics here. Lacey Evans. How dumb can you be with your posts? She did a post on Instagram of something about before autism and all this and all that, and I'm thinking, like, how dumb can you be? Very dumb, actually. This didn't make any sense at all, folks. Um, and she deleted it. She actually replied to Sean Sapp, which is the leader for Fightful, um, and deleted it because she realized how dumb she really is. She doesn't make any sense on social media. Talk about someone that can do this and do that, like from her military, which I absolutely respect anyone that was in the military, and then having a kid and then having this photo of stay classy or whatever, like her Southern Belle thing. But then another day she's got this picture that just exposing herself. I don't get it. Now I don't mind however whatever you want to do, but it makes it confusing to the people when you do all that certain stuff. But this was a very dumb post from her, and I'm glad she deleted it like she should have. Um, but her replying back to multiple tweets, it's very concerning to me. Maybe someone was like, had to hit her on the head and be like, hey, dummy, let's not. Why are you even doing this? All right, I saw this. I didn't read the article, but to see this headline, Kevin Nash compares Vince resigning and basically retiring to the Mandy Rose situation. um, no, 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 no. Vince had allegations and still has allegations, and he definitely did it. He has so many allegations that came out and everything, right? We got Mandy Rose on with her own website. And she's only done one video like that and some photos. That was risky. She only had that one video. That one video is basically what ended her tenure in WWE. So no, this is not Mandy Rose and Vince McMahon's situation is not the same. Come on now, Kevin. And the last news, Triple H is really considering doing not 30 but 40 men and maybe 40 women in the Royal Rumble. It did say for the men, didn't say for the women, but I assume if you do it for the man, you gotta do it for the women's Royal Rumble too. So I'm down for this. They've done it twice since 2011, I believe. So I'm down for this and everything. Don't mind this at all. Because it gets to showcase more people. It gets to have more returns and everything. So I'm down for them doing this for the Royal Rumble and everything. All right, like I said at the beginning, towards the beginning, at the end, 55% of you are not subscribed that watch in this month of December. Hit that subscribe button for me. I greatly appreciate it if you do. Don't have to, but try to get that number down from 55%. Hit this like button if you're watching on demand. This has been episode 47 of the podcast. I was by myself. Luke, he might be asleep, busy. Not part of my business. Like I said earlier, life. It just happens with life. It's fine. Um, I greatly appreciate anyone that watches. I say this a lot, and I know I feel like a broken record, but I really, really do appreciate y'all. People, I mean, man, it's just how I am with certain stuff. Just how I am. So, I greatly appreciate it, and man, so the month of January is going to be huge with the month of consistency coming up. Got a lot of videos, got a lot of ideas. Just videos in general. I am going to do a house tour, and let me just tell you, we got some roofing problems and ceiling problems and all that. I am going to show those. I don't care because it's my own house and all that, so it's not going to look like it would. But I'm going to do that and everything for one of the videos. Probably the first day. I say the first day. I'll do a house tour, quote, house tour and all that, and the house that we bought and everything. Can't wait for that. But I hope you guys have a great day/night. Today's Tuesday. Tomorrow I am going to I'm going to record NFL Week 16 predictions. And all that. So Temple is still ahead, so it don't matter. But yeah, so I joked around. I joked around with Temple, and then our little group message we have with our picks, and say, hey, if I do a bet, I'm going to do most of your predictions. How about that? So, yeah, this should be good. NFL Week 16 coming up. No more college predictions, minus probably the playoffs and all that. So, I don't know if I do. I mean, maybe if I still do. I don't know. What else? Anything else? I'm going to try to do some food challenges or something here soon. Whenever I can. Anything else? I don't think so. My Twitter, at Tyler Keller Show. It's basically the same here on Twitter than it is on YouTube, just minus the at the beginning. Follow me there for the wrestling tweets and all that. I have my at Tyler_Keller. That is my personal account and everything. That's not my, basically, I still promote my YouTube on it, but not as much. But I hope you guys have a great one. I keep on fumbling with my word, rumbling on with my words, but normally that's what happens towards the end. But yeah, this has been episode 47, and I will see you guys, and hopefully Luke, next week for episode 48. Peace out, y'all. Have a great day.